Hello everybody, I am McCrory and today I'm back with a brand new video. Today we are doing another reaction video. We're going to be reacting to Utopia, a Doctor Who episode from Series 3. For those who don't know already, if you're brand new to the channel and you don't know me and you don't know anything about this, I have seen all of New Who. I've seen all of New Doctor Who. This is not a first time reaction, this is a fan. A true fan, proper fan, reacting to an episode that I love a lot. An episode that I haven't seen in a long time, and an episode that I'm seeing for the first time with brand new context. For the first time, I've just reacted on the channel to Torchwood Series 1, which finishes with Jack going on to the TARDIS, start of this episode. And I've also listened to the War Master, Big Finish, which was incredible, and does in a way lead into this episode. I feel like it's only right that I watch this before I watch Torchwood Season 2 next week. So we're going to start with Utopia now, then probably a Torchwood review some point in the next week, and then we're going to be doing Series 2, Episode 1 next week. And then I'll follow on with the rest of the series, and I'll tell you which ones I'm reacting to, which ones I'm not. But yeah, that's pretty much that. Today we're going to be reacting to Utopia, and I'm going to give a sort of commentary kind of reaction type thing to me seeing it for the first time in a few years, with brand new context. I'm very excited, so let's get right into it. Oh man, this takes me back. Been active. The rift, of course the rift's been active.
I had an earthquake in Cardiff a couple of years ago. Was that you?
The Torchwood, brilliant. Bit of the Torchwood theme there. Oh, the music is so hypey, holy hell. This episode is fantastic for music. Okay, I never got this, right? How if he's like, if he jumps like that, he's gonna like land head first at the TARDIS. So how is he grabbing onto it? And why does the Doctor put his feet on the console? Just oh, there's something about the direction, the music, and writing in this era that made it so exciting. Like I already, dun dun, the violins. Oh man, oh yeah, but the continuity doesn't line up with the way he jumped. But I'm not gonna pick on that. It's just something that always bugs me. Oh, this is the worst bit of the episode. These weird. I'm sure I'll explain it again, but it's been a long time and I just remember them as weird people. Not the best version of the title sequence. The 2008 one was slightly better. Also, my face cam's dark because it's later on. I haven't got a big light, so it's pretty much the episode lighting is. So it's dark in the time vortex, and I'm getting a dark reaction. So enjoy that. Arguably some of Russell T Davies' best work this episode. Some of the suspense and just the writing on this episode is spectacular. Graham Harper, yeah, another absolute classic to the Russell T Davies Doctor Who era for directing. Fantastic stuff. This is weird though. I can just imagine Russell T Davies writing the script going, okay, human. Yeah, it's just funny. So I've obviously listened to the War Master Big Finish. I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't listened to it. It's fantastic, but it does end with him turning himself into a child and him, you know, wiping his memory of all the Time Lord stuff. So this is great because this is like almost a continuation of two things that I've listened and watched over the last month. Oh my god, this is so good. Just even this is like the drums. The drums are a fantastic inclusion. Not the whole mental thing, but the drums as a musical cue is incredible. That was intense. And Jacoby's acting just carries it. He should have been the Master for longer. Can you imagine if Jacoby had been the Master for like this 3-part story? That would have been amazing. And have him regenerate at the end and get away or something, I don't know. But then you couldn't have done the end of time the same really, could you? Gorgeous console room as well. Oh, the Torchwood cue with the musical theme as well. Brilliant.
Hold on, you've got that mythical kit thing.
Have you had work done? You can talk. Oh yes.
I love the chemistry between them two. Alright, Martha. It's the one thing I don't like about this series is Russell T Davies building Martha, because Martha's a fantastic character. But Russell T Davies writes her as like, she's just jealous all of the time. So the amount of times I went on about trying to learn about Jack's history and it was just in this episode all along. Idiot. I'm an idiot.
Behind, Doctor.
on this, meaning the hand. Is that what it means? Because that's the only thing he used.
Blogging.
Oh, I'm using that reaction as a Twitter reply at some point. That's gorgeous. Even if it does just look like concept art, it's superimposed in. It's the one thing that this era of Doctor Who never really quite had was that CGI and the... Because that just looks like a picture, doesn't it? That doesn't look real, that looks like a 2D image. Like a painting or concept art again, like... Because they've remixed it, didn't they, for this episode? It's got some electrical cues in this. Doom 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 doom. Brilliant. And it increases in intensity. Doom 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 boom boom boom. It's so engaging. This version of the All Strange Creatures. But you couldn't use it in any other era. Couldn't use it in any other era. This is the only Doctor and era it works in. It's just weird. It just doesn't even make any sense. I just wish they'd spent more time with, I don't know, something else. And that's the thing. If the story didn't have Jack in it, and the story didn't have the whole master thing, this general thing would just fall apart, like it wouldn't work. This episode acts as a ship from one, like, sort of, you know, from the normal series to, you know, the next episode. This episode, I'm not going to say filler, because it's fantastic, but in basic construct it kind of is. It's odd, because they never really encapsulate the scale of this place, like... Presumably it's what's left of humankind, but this is one place on Earth. So everyone who was left of every civilization would have to come down from all the different places to this one place. And other than a few corridor shots and the big rocket silo, you don't really get a feel for how big the place is. A nice big establishing shot would have been gorgeous, but obviously CGI budget, it's a big thing. Especially back in those days, you can't just render something gorgeous in like a minute. The writing is dead clever. It always has been with Davis's era Doctor Who. It's always back and forward, and it's really good and really convincing and just feels genuine and real. Which some writers and some actors can't quite encapsulate in their performance sometimes. But this is... Please bring Jacoby back at some point, Chibnall. Please. He's just... I know he's not being the master here, but like, he's listen to his voice, and listen to his performance. It's so subtle and he's fantastic. The Gallifrey music again is fantastic because you don't know it's that yet. It's used in a sort of way that's like you don't know that it's Gallifrey theme yet. You don't know that until the series, you know, disc comes out, the soundtrack. You don't know it's Gallifrey's theme, but looking back on it, it provides extra sort of context because it's teasing that him and Yana have a history and that they're both Time Lords. It's really clever. I thought it was a knife for a second there. Oh god, it's like the recognition. Hints and hints and hints. I just wish I knew about Doctor Who lore when I was watching this for the very first time back when I was like 6. I don't know, it just doesn't... In an episode about the Master, Jack coming back, and a sort of end of the universe version of the human race, it's like the whole Chando thing and the future kind thing. I'll be honest, it's not my cup of tea really. So there's a slight few things in Jacoby's performance which is brilliant because he's friendly, he's humble, but at the same time the way he delivers a few lines is a little bit like quite aggressive, and that really does hint at something below the surface, doesn't it? And I think that's brilliant. This stuff. Why is she making that noise? It's just laughably like when you've got someone like Derek Jacobi doing the Master in the same episode as this bloody pantomime performance. It's just embarrassing. The music's good though. A little subtle thing about the design of Chanthal, like the claws, they're really quite cool. The fact that they just keep like pulsing in and out just makes the whole costume just feel so much more real. The words, because it's the explanation, it's a normal conversation, but every word is affecting him. It's gorgeous though. His acting is sublime.
Even this thing never worked.
Oh my god, I love this so much. Oh, forgive me for being such a fanboy at this. Oh, the music.
Always running out. Was a naked child found on the coast.
Silver devastation, yes.
Abandoned with only this.
The music. Oh, it just, I know it's weird, but the gong there is just so... God, don't leave me alone. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my god. It's not my favourite, but it is... It's up there. Definitely my favourite series 3, I think. I prefer this to Blink. This is... And I do love Blink as a story, but the... You know, the goosebumps, the chills this episode gives, the music. Oh, Tennant's performance is just... Is that him or is that an older master? No, that's him. That's an older one. That's Delgado, isn't it? But it's that... Any fans watching this for the first time will be like, that... No, there and then, that's who it is. Oh my god. We need more series, like arcs like this. Oh my god. This is just... Found that weird. Because, like, why would he call himself Yana? That's just... But, yeah, it's still clever. Doesn't ruin the scene for us. The music is incredible, and... Oh... It's how his performance just snaps. Oh, you could just tell. If they ever did a Paul McGann spin-off, Jacobi should be in it as well. Like, he should make an appearance. Oh my god. It's the voice as well. The voice almost changes. It's... Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so... He's honestly like... How could you just kill him off like that? Like, this guy... Derek Jacobi just... You never... I don't think anyone's gonna top him. Genuinely, like... With the context of the audios as well, Derek Jacobi's just a sublime actor, and he deserves more screen time as the master. And I will carry that out for the rest of my life. That's a question, though. How doesn't he recognise Jacobi? Eric Andre. This is the smoothest transition between two actors in Regeneration I've ever seen. This is incredible. Like when did that stop becoming... Like, you can't even tell. And John Sim is brilliant as well. It's just that he's so underused, and he's been given some really poor scripts and stories to work with. Obviously, actors around this... You know, people around this era as well, viewers will obviously recognise John Sim from Life on Mars, and he was fantastic in that as well. He is a little bit pantomime though. But he fits the role of this era really well. The bye-bye was a bit pantomime, I'll give... Oh, you know... It's still good, though. Fantastic cliffhanger, though. They don't make them like they used to. Oh. And that is that. Well, that is better than I remember it as well. Like, that's just incredible. Okay, let's talk about Utopia. See, I have my favourite episodes, and I never really think of Utopia as one of my favourites, but... There's a good 10 minutes in there where it is possibly the best thing to ever come out of Doctor Who, where it's just... Derek Jacobi's fantastic. I mean, that's a given. Tennant's great in this as well. Like, he just oozes enthusiasm. This is like... I would say top tier Tennant. Maybe Series 4 is top tier for him. Martha's still a bit weak, I feel. I think with like most of Series 3, Martha was just like given some... really bad character development, in my opinion, anyway. I really like Martha. I like her more than Rose, but I feel like her character in Series 3 was just made to be this sort of jealous sort of thing, and I felt like the Doctor just never stopped talking about Rose. Like, Rose left. You know? It would be like, it would be like the 11th Doctor all the way through the second half of Series 7, constantly talking about Amy Pond and Rory every episode or something. Or River, you know? You know, and I suppose, like, in the pilot, there was like one reference to Clara, but it's like one reference is different to like constant stream of it, and even in this episode they're continually talking about Rose. Now I get it because Jack's back, and I have to kind of bridge that and understand it. But there was a lot of it. Like, you could have explained it without the whole, yeah, I don't know. It makes sense though, because I suppose it's normal human interaction, but I feel like Martha's character was a bit shoved aside in this episode, which is a bit of a shame, because she's really good. Jack was great, but comes out more in the other 2 episodes. But yeah, it was definitely fascinating to see, and obviously I've been a total idiot asking to see what happened to Jack after parting of the ways and before, you know, series 1 of Torchwood, and it breaks it down entirely in this episode, and I've been banging on about that whole series. I feel like an idiot now. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else. Jacoby. Yeah, Jacoby's just incredible. You know, when I did my master ranking, I said he was my favourite. He is still my favourite, and I think that just kind of solidifies it. Like, I used to always love Sim so much, and like him being my favourite master, and then even just looking at that, there's such a... And I do love Sim, and I don't think there's anything wrong with him. I think he's a fine master, but Jacoby's just an actor that is so fantastic at what he does. It would be awful if he never came back. And he's getting older, so hurry up, Doctor Who. Get him back at least once, you know, for 1 episode or a 2-parter as the Master. You know, it would have been fab if we had him last year, but not last year, 2000. Yeah, for Series 10. I don't see it happening, but I wish it would. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I think that's about it from me. I'll see you all next week with Torchwood Series 2, Episode 1. We've got a brand new title sequence and all that sort of stuff for the channel. Just specifically for the Torchwood reactions, because I thought that'd be quite fun and funky to do, so you can look forward to that one. And yeah, but that's pretty much it for this. I've really enjoyed rewatching an episode that I love very dearly again. And maybe we'll do some more Doctor Who ones in the future. Let me know if that's the kind of thing you'd be interested in. Because this, you know, obviously it's not a reaction properly because I've already seen it years ago. But if there's episodes I haven't seen recently that you would like me to watch and react to and give a little bit of a commentary over, then please do let me know, because I'd be dead interested in doing that. You know, I'll watch Doctor Who till the day's end, really. So yeah. Anyway, that's that. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, you can always leave a like, that really helps me out. Leave a comment below for any more suggestions in the future. Subscribe to the channel with notifications on if you haven't already, because YouTube is a mess. We've got a Patreon page if you want early access to that. You should be able to go and check out Series 2, Episode 1 of Torchwood right now, so you can go and check that out. And that is pretty much it from me. Yeah, Patreon page, Discord server, all that sort of stuff. All the information for that is all down in the description below. And I'll see you all next time. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.